Hi everybody, welcome to Hear Us Out. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Paul.
And today we are talking about the new Hellboy trailer.
Yep.
Cards on the table, we both like Hellboy a lot. We both like the original Ron Pearlman Hellboy a lot. That's going to come up a lot over the next 5 or 6 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's hard for it not to come up.
Too needy.
Should we talk about everything around that?
Yeah.
And then go to the point that we're all kind of...
Yeah, and I think, to be fair to the trailer, we should just start with trailer. Are you excited for the new Hellboy more now that you've seen the trailer than you were before, or less?
After seeing some of the stills about the character and stuff like that, I'm excited because it seems like a more darker version of the other one. Like, I think the original Ron Pearlman and which was
the Del Toro
version, kind of was, was more monstery, and which is hard to get across or hard to get away from because it is monster movies.
Yeah,
and Del Toro is the god of monster movies.
Yeah.
Mountain of Madness, man, come on, you gotta get it made, please, for the love of God, before I die.
Yeah, please, just for him, for Christmas.
I already bought the book this recently as well because I love that. Cthulhu, that Lovecraft's great. Del Toro needs to do it.
Go fund him.
This one more looks like an R-rated one.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited about because it means that they can explore kind of more of the darker things, the monsters. I'm hoping that they went to Del Toro and went, "Hey, buddy, can you help us out with the design in some of these?"
Well, we can but hope, because you know what, I hate to say it, because I know we've agreed we're not coming back to the Hellboy himself until we've gone through some of the rest of the things. I do hate to say it, but looking at everything around Hellboy and outside of it, I don't know if I like the very British London setting.
Mm-hmm, that's an interesting one.
It's interesting, but also not confusing for me. It's more like I'm like, oh, why so? So it's just that's what it is, or is there going to be story? So I don't know. Maybe that will either be a feature or just a fact that's where they are. A small side note: opening of the trailer has Hellboy walking into a cafe that's obviously a front for, the Ministry. And the lady behind the counter, or the lady behind the desk, is actually Gary Oldman's sister. She's a British actress in a soap.
It was a very interesting fact that I got today, actually. Yeah,
there you go.
Thanks very much.
So I always like the little, did you know? Well, now you do.
And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe.
One of us had to say it. The other thing is, I really, really liked hearing Ian McShane's voice, because let's face it, William Hurt, best voice of all time, pretty much. He is like, there's such a collection of really good voices in the, like, R.I.P. Yeah, John Hurt. The Doctor, like the War Doctor from Doctor Who, fantastic, man. Professor Broom, God, you're such a, like, you were so great. And this is a love story to me. And 1984, you were great in that, and plenty of other films. Never did anything wrong. But there's him, there's Ian McKellen, there are some, classic British actors that can do the voice. And little did I realise all these years later, watching Lovejoy back in the day as a little child. Lovejoy it predates by about 20 years. What was Ian McShane's big break at? Deadwood is where everybody got to know him as a gnarly, grizzled guy. He was in a really bad kind of antique detective, like Miss Marple type thing.
Oh no!
Called Lovejoy.
Okay.
That's where he made his money and his fame back in the late 80s. You wouldn't believe it if you saw it now compared to what you think of when you think of him.
Yeah,
but he always had that voice.
Yeah, because he's in Deadwood, and then he's in American Gods now, and now he's in Hellboy. He's in a couple of other really good things.
He was in Hot Rod, and if you haven't seen it yet, which I don't think you have, the Andy Samberg.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Yeah,
oh, you have. He's a wonderful turn.
Too
as
legit
the
to quit.
Too legit to quit. Cool beans. Little ref. His voice has always been great. Always been great. And he is one of those. So if you're going to replace the Honourable Mr. Hurt with somebody
as Professor Broom,
good choice.
Yeah,
I like that.
Some of the side characters are interesting and kind of, because Liv isn't there, who's the fire the pyromancer.
There's no Abe Sapien.
Which
is a shame.
Well, we don't, like, as in we might not see them. There might be references to them. There might be other stuff. There's also, from the second one, there's none of Professor gas guy. I can't remember his name. He's a German name. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Oh God. Played by Family Guy himself.
And then there's no which goes, or they could be. I think I saw a hint of Rasputin in a scene.
Oh. Is that?
But I don't know if it's going to be like a flashback thing, or if it's going to be hinting to a bigger story.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, the what looks like are the replacements for Abe Sapien and Liv is a Daniel Day Kim who was Jin in Lost. For anybody who watched Lost way back in the day, he's an actor that showed up in a few things. He's in a TV show called Hawaii Five-0, which isn't very good. Sorry if you liked that show, but he's generally really good when he's in something. He tends to add rather than take away. The other actress I didn't recognize at all, I'll be honest. She looks like a younger British girl. The other sidekick,
we just looked up her name.
Yeah,
sorry,
it's all right. I don't think she's watching, but I also don't think she's maybe done that much. But it looks like they're going to be the rest of the crew.
Yeah, they're going to be the team.
The team, yeah.
And then Mila Jovovich is going to be the big baddie, which is going to be interesting. I like her Resident Evil stints have not gone well.
No, but you know what? Guilty pleasure of mine.
The first two... first three. Okay, I'll go as far as first.
Also, Mila Jovovich, if you're watching, I did also have Ultraviolet on DVD and stuff like that. I had your bad movies. So if you have an extra room in your house, it's probably because I've put money into you. So this is coming out wrong. I have been a fan in a weird way.
He likes some of the offshoot movies that you've done that haven't done well in the box office, but as a cult classic kind of thing, they go well.
Thank you for saying that, because that's what I was trying to say, that you've done some crap, but it's crap that I appreciated, and I ended up sounding like I was stalking you weirdly.
Like Resident Evil, Raccoon City, and Resident Evil Extraction. Raccoon City's not the actual name. I cannot remember the name.
Extinction.
Extinction's the third one.
Yeah, what was the second one called?
Retribution? No, that was the fourth one. It doesn't matter.
Oh, it's going to come. I'll scream it in my sleep tonight.
I'll get a text message later. Okay, so
it's time for the main show.
Moment. So, initial thoughts of David Harpin.
I want to say Harper because that's him from Thing.
Harbour.
Yeah.
David Harbour.
He's not Ron Pearlman, which is not his fault and is the thing that he's going to get most often. But there is no way that I could lie. I would be lying if I didn't say the first thing that happened when I saw this was still it's not Ron Pearlman. But being objective and watching it the second time, it looks like he's doing his own take, which is all great. I do have one concern that I've already thrown out to Paul. I want to throw it out to you before I hand this over to Paul. It does look like they've built a scowl into the makeup, into the construction of the new Hellboy face. I like that the Ron Pearlman scowl was added by Ron, and that when he relaxed himself, he could play vulnerable, he could play sad. It looks like this is always going to be a demonic looking face that he's really, really going to have to try and act back out of to soften, which I'm not too sure if that's a good idea.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with the makeup and stuff. He looks slightly like Hellboy. It looks like a little bit sharper chin than usual because he has in the comic books and the animation and Ron Perlman's, he's a brick.
The more Art Deco lines.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna. Yeah, Ron Perlman was kind of the perfect look for Hellboy, but
he's an asshole.
David Harbour seems like he's trying to make it his own character, which I'm excited for. There's moments that I see the Ron Perlman influence on the opening scene where he gets shot at by the cop and he's just like, "Hey, I'm on your side." Ron Perlman kind of look, but it looks like a decent take on the Hellboy thing. I'm excited for it. The second watch was way better because I got over the initial. That's not Ron Perlman. So,
I don't know if it's kind of like Macho Grande. I don't know if I'll ever get over that it's not Ron Perlman.
Yeah,
but I'm going to try.
The visuals about him having the fire sword and the fire carrying and the
crown
full
between the horns,
that looks great.
Yeah.
Some of his kind of more comedic kind of things feels like Ron Pearlman. So
let's
we'll see what the next.
I think I'm going to call it optimistic, but cautiously so.
Yeah. So,
and if I can get over my prejudice and it's really, really good, then I'll love it. But if it's really, really good and I can't get over my prejudice, that's on me, folks. I'm calling it now.
Yeah, it's kind of, it's hard to we got Hellboy out of nowhere, and now we've got a third film with a new actor. It's kind of hard to go.
Also, so it's coming out like 3 weeks before Infinity War or Endgame, so we'll see. Anyway, that's our take on it. What do you?
Yeah, I'm excited, as you said, optimistic, but we'll be cautious about it. So all right. I'm Paul.
I'm Patrick. And
we've been Hear Us Out. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications, and let us know what you thought.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Thanks.